worsening inflation, high volatility, and jail time. It's been a crazy day today for crypto. We'll discuss that and more today, right here on Pour Over Finance. If you like what we're doing here, please go ahead and show your support by hitting that like button to show us that you like what we're doing. Hit the subscribe button if you care to keep up with what we're doing here. And go ahead and click that notification bell so that you can be notified of when we do what we do here. So let's go ahead and just jump right into things. Today was a crazy day just in general for finance. We're dealing with more volatility in the Bitcoin market, well, in the cryptocurrency market in general. Yesterday, we were at the 40,000 level, but now we're right below the 39,000 level. 39,500 seems to be about the level that we're testing. Haven't seen it dip much below that, but hopefully, despite the fact that we're dealing with horrendous news in terms of what's going on with inflation, we don't see the Bitcoin market deal with any more fluctuations, any more volatility because of what we've seen going on here. Jumping right into it, the U.S. inflation all-time high. We're looking at 8.5% inflation rate that was recorded in the month of March. And a lot of this is being attributed to the war that's currently going on. It's being attributed to high gas prices, which again is a result of what's going on between Russia and the Ukraine. And this is the highest we've seen it since 1981, apparently. So the crypto market is affected by this. The stock market is affected by this. And it just goes to show how much we need to continue to look into other stores of value for our earnings, because the US dollar it's losing value. Inflation is hitting an all-time high. And so far in 2022, things have just been ridiculous. So hopefully we start to see things level out soon enough. But right now, that's what we're dealing with. The month of April, I don't expect to see things be much different, but we'll have to wait. The Fed is also advising that we will see rates increase as a result. So that's something that that's not good news for anyone. But we'll move away from that and we'll jump right into this interesting tidbit of news. Former Ethereum developer Virgil Griffith sentenced to 5+ years in prison for North Korea trip. So he thought it was a good idea back in 2019 to go to North Korea, sit down with a dictator, I should say, and explain how the Ethereum blockchain works and go ahead and provide information and advice of how you can avoid sanctions, how you can use smart contracts on the blockchain to avoid sanctions from the U.S. and I guess any partnerships that the U.S. has whenever something like what we're dealing with right now is taking place. It's insane that this happened in 2019 and literally 3 years later, we see it come to fruition where the U.S. and all of its partners, NATO, had to start implementing sanctions because of what Vladimir Putin is currently doing to the Ukraine. So he could have actually faced a much stiffer sentence. Apparently, you can be sentenced up to 20 years for the crimes that he's committed, but he was granted only 5 years in terms of the crimes he's committed here. He apologized, but the judge overall felt that it was a requirement that he be used almost as an example for what can happen when, I guess, you decide that it's a good idea to fly to countries where dictators rule and provide them with information as to how they can avoid sanctions. This was not smart at all. And this further highlights why there is so much distrust in cryptocurrency, because things like this just lead people to believe that this technology is to be used for criminals. This technology is to be used for wrongdoing, and that's not the case. So this is actually really disappointing because we're talking about someone who is a former developer for one of the most, actually it's the number 2 cryptocurrency, the number 2 blockchain, and this is a former developer. So that definitely is not good news. Imagine having one of the biggest blockchains and you and your company is associated with providing information on how to avoid sanctions. Not good news. He's going away. Hopefully, he learns his lesson. I don't know what to say about this. This is actually really interesting, but it's also really disappointing. Disappointing for cryptocurrency as a whole, but as you can see, you can't do things like this. Just not good. Not good at all. Sliding in. This is actually really good for adoption. Unlike Mr. Virgil flying and giving information to dictators, this is good for adoption. Robinhood adds a few cryptocurrencies. For a while, they only had Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin. I actually bought some Dogecoin. My Dogecoin is sitting on Robinhood. Bad decision. I bought it during the hype of 2021 with the whole Elon Musk going on Saturday Night Live hype. I bought in. I thought that it was going to be good for me, and I didn't sell, and it plummeted. It right now, I think I bought when it was somewhere around the 60 to 70 cent range. Now it's like 14 cents. So let's just say big losses. But that aside, Robinhood has added Shiba Inu, Solana, Compound, and Polygon's Matic to their list of cryptocurrencies that you can currently purchase. As a result, Dogecoin actually saw a 20% increase today. There it is. It showed a little increase. I don't expect this to be long-lived. The entire market right now is really volatile. Any type of gain that we're seeing because of this being added to Robinhood is likely going to be a short-term gain, probably for the next 2 to 3 days, and then it's going to just level back out. I don't expect this to be long-lived, but this is good news. Adoption is increasing. There's new ways of being able to acquire cryptocurrencies. And it's always nice to see big platforms like Robinhood jumping in and offering more coins. I would like to see them offer more coins that are, how can I put this, that have real utility. Even though I know that Shiba Inu is adding a ton of utility, so far this is their second meme coin. I'd like to see them do a little bit more with solid utility-based blockchains and move away from the meme, just because they're kind of new to this field, and it would be nice to see them not add to the memes, but add to the real utility, because that's how we're going to find real growth. But then again, maybe the meme coins are a good way to bring people in. There are a lot of people that were introduced to cryptocurrency because of meme coins, because they were looking for a fast buck. But then when they saw the real usability here, the real utility, the real long-term investment that they can gain from cryptocurrency, they jumped into other coins. So that's something that I'm glad to see. Definitely, like I said, it would be good to see in the future Robinhood adding additional support for additional currencies and staying within the theme of adding additional currencies. Coinbase, which is one of the biggest cryptocurrency exchanges in the world right now, they themselves are adding, or at least providing us with transparency for new assets that they themselves will be adding to their exchange. They went on to provide 45 different ERC20 tokens, and because they are adding support for Solana wallets, they went on to list some Solana coins that you can also potentially buy on their exchange in the future. This is not currently something that is available. They're just trying to increase their visibility, give us a little bit of a heads up, so to speak. Between April 1st and June 30th of this year is when we can expect to see these listings take place, but right now they are not available. And they made sure to let you know that they're currently not trading, depositing these assets into your Coinbase account before an actual official announcement may lead to permanent loss of your funds. So until there is an actual announcement, until support is truly added, don't transfer your currencies there, because this is just a potential. There's nothing that is cemented here that they're going to list all of these. These are just some of the coins that they're currently considering, and it'd be nice to see what happens as time goes on, which ones they add. That's always a good thing. Coinbase is one of the only cryptocurrency exchanges that I have access to here in New York. So the more availability to currencies that You may have to go out of your way to exchange on a decentralized exchange. The more currencies that they offer, the better. It just opens up adoption, especially for new investors who may not yet understand the world of DeFi and things of that nature. This is an easily digestible way of getting into some of these cryptocurrencies. So bravo to Coinbase. I hope that we see these and more get listed in the coming quarters. That would be very, very nice. And just to finish up here, Mark Zuckerberg, Meta. This is really good. I'm very interested in what goes on with the metaverse, only because, again, when it comes to adoption in the cryptocurrency world, the entire metaverse space is going to be one of those places that we see a lot of investors come into blockchain and cryptocurrency because of. Just because of the virtual world, it kind of gamifies things. Again, more adoption. So they're just announcing that they will be testing tools that will allow creators to sell virtual assets and experiences within the worlds that they build on Horizon Worlds. Horizon Worlds is the name of Meta's Metaverse. Just like we have Sandbox and Decentraland, this is going to be Meta's Metaverse. And you'll be able to create and sell virtual items and experiences. So I'm assuming things like concerts and, of course, any virtual items like T-shirts, things of that nature. So this is something that that I look forward to. I am going to have to look into the Horizon Worlds metaverse only so that I could be able to speak more on it. But again, good adoption. I'm looking forward to see what Meta does. Meta is going to be one of the companies that really brings this space into the forefront for tons of people that really never even care to visit this stuff. So keep your eyes out for that. Meta is on the horizon, the horizon world of letting us know what's going on. But that's all we got for today. Let us know if there's anything that caught your interest that you want to discuss. You can leave a comment. Again, if you enjoy what we're doing here at Pour Over Finance, go ahead and leave us a like. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of what we're doing. And if you care to know when we're uploading, go ahead and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified of all of our future uploads. I want to thank you for watching this video. Invest wisely and be kind to each other. Peace.